Why could they not be together? I really hope I don't lose power. You have to read them. They're so good. They're so cute. Hey, what's up? My name is Ange. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Ange. I love to read and I make YouTube videos about it. Today, we are going to be talking about all of the books that I read in June and all of the ones that I plan or really want to read in July. Let me pull up handy dandy Goodreads here real quick. Now, starting off the month, I read Travis by Mia Sheridan, and I rated this one 2.5 stars. This follows Travis Hale. He is Archer's older brother. This is the second one to Archer's voice. I don't know what the series is called. It's the Pelion series, something like that. I gave this one 2.5 stars, and I'm gonna be straight up. I was just not rooting for anyone in this book. I thought he was annoying. I thought she was just like whatever. Like I can't even remember her name. I think it was, I don't even know. Haven, yeah. I just like, it was nothing special to me. Like, I read this in the beginning of June, and I know that I'm halfway through July while I'm filming this, but I just didn't care for it. There was nothing special about it. I can't really even remember what I read, and I loved Archer's voice. Like, that was probably the best part of this book for me, was getting that little bit of Archer and Bree and their kids and what they're up to, but I just really, like, I just didn't care. Sorry, I know it's kind of rough, and we're getting off to a rocky start. This one just wasn't for me. The beginning was really good, and I was super excited for it, but it seemed to really fall flat after they meet and stuff like that. I felt like there was nothing exciting there. I ended up listening to the audiobook of this because I was just like, I have to get through it, and I just wasn't feeling it. Just really, like, this one just wasn't for me. I really hope I don't lose power. Next of the month, I read Meet Me at the Lake by Carly Fortune. I did make a reading vlog of this one, so if you want a more in-depth version of my review, you want to see a spoiler or a non-spoiler review, you can head on over to that video because that is where that is, and I film me reading it, you know, my reactions, everything like that, and again, a spoiler and a non-spoiler review. Whoa, that was a lot of lightning. Are you ready for the thunder? Let's talk about the cons first. So, the insta-love thing, it just was not for me. Like, girl, you barely knew him. You barely knew him. It's not like they spent a week together. Like, it was like, what, like 12 hours? Sorry, it just annoyed me. I didn't like it. Upon further thought, though, maybe because, like, he didn't know, like, the resort Fern. He knew, like, the Fern that he met in the coffee shop. Like, whatever. It just still wasn't for me. I didn't like it. I will leave it at this, that I'm mad at Will. I dislike him. I liked him in the beginning. Middle, end, I was done. Wanted nothing to do with him. Didn't care. Not having it, didn't like him. I don't want to spoil too much, so I'm going to leave it at that with the cons. However, Fern is a badass. I love her. It is not an easy thing to take over a business. She was just thrown into these shoes. She did a great job. And for people maybe not thinking that she deserved it or this or that, like the one scene where she's holding a meeting and somebody's like, oh, what did you do to deserve this? Like, if she was thrown into it, she had no choice, and she did an amazing job at it. So again, 3.5 stars for Fern and Fern only. Are we even the slightest bit surprised that my camera died and I had to get up and get the charger? If this is in a different place, then I apologize. Moving on, I read 28 Summers by Ellen Hildebrand. This one follows Mallory and Jake and their journey over 28 summers of their love affair. I absolutely love this one. Now, I gave it 4.5 stars, and unfortunately, I am not going to be giving a full review on this. This book was my June book club read with my friends, and that video is coming out very soon on our reactions to this, so I don't want to spoil anything. But again, that's going to be a very big discussion on this book. But I'll give you my short version. I loved her writing. I was captivated every single second. I couldn't stop reading. I was like, oh my god, my one thing is like, why could they not be together? I couldn't put it down, and there is one summer or one year that hurt me so bad that I was crying. So again, full review and full thoughts and open discussion on this book coming very soon. You can look for that on my channel. Probably be titled like June book club read 28 Summers, something like that. Coming very soon. I bought like 4 more of her books after I read this because I absolutely loved it. Next, I read Addicted After All by Krista Emeka-Ritchie. It feels like it has been forever since I read this. I started this series like not too long ago, but again, 5 stars. I am reading the Addicted and Calloway Sister series intertwined, like in that recommended reading order. This continues with Lily and Lo. I rated this one 5 stars. I was literally so happy while reading this book. I wasn't a big fan of Lily and Lo when I first started, but the more books I get with them, the more I think about it. I really do love them. Again, no more than Connor and Rose. However, I really do like them, and I love this book. I love this series. I wish that I was a Callaway. I really do. Next, I read Things I Wanted to Say But Never Did by Monica Murphy. Now, A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime, I did not realize that was a series, so I read that one a while ago. This is technically the first one of Lancaster Prep, so I read this one. I'll give it 3.5 stars. I wasn't a fan of the bully romance type thing. It was good, but I just, was like, ugh. But those freaking Lancasters, I know I said that in a different one, but I really wasn't feeling this one. The bully romance vibes was like, but once I hit the halfway mark, I loved it again. So again, it was very, very low for me, but that halfway mark really did something for me halfway to the end, and I ended up liking it a lot. Again, nothing more than 3.5 stars, but it was good. I did enjoy it. And last this month, I read Birthday Kisses by Monica Murphy. So it goes Things I Wanted to Say But Never Did, A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime, Birthday Kisses, and then I think there's more, but I don't know the order. But Birthday Kisses is the novella for A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime, so that also follows Crew and Ren again. I gave that one 4 stars. I thought it was cute. It was nothing special. It took me half an hour to read or something like that. It was only 50 pages, but it was cute and was a good continuation of their story. I liked being able to see more of them because I really liked them. So the order is Things I Wanted to Say But Never Did, A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime, Birthday Kisses, Promises We Meant to Keep, which I think I have that one. If I don't have the physical copy, I have it on my Kindle. I'll Always Be With You, and then that one only came out in May, and then You Said I Was Your Favorite comes out in October, so I gotta keep up so I can read that one in October. Moving on to all the books that I want to read in July, we are gonna start off with, I want to reread the Summer I Turned Pretty series. I am rereading this one for a video as we speak. Right now, it is July 9th when I am filming this video. If you are a fan of this, you know season 2 comes out on July 14th. I am midway through. I'm midway through It's Not Summer Without You, and then I have to read We'll Always Have Summer again, and then I'm going to be watching the show with my friends. I am so excited. I cannot wait. Team Conrad. Obviously, everybody knows these books. If you don't know these books, unfortunately, you are living under a rock. If you have not seen the TV show, you need to go and watch it. It is so cute. I saw an interview the other day with Jenny Han, and she said something about the writer's strike and how that's putting a halt to season 3, and I'm going to cry about it. But again, if you do not know this follows Belly and Conrad and Jeremiah on their summer vacations or summer breaks, whatever you want to call it, to Cousins Beach, which is Jeremiah and Conrad's family's beach house. Their families are friends, their mothers are best friends, and you get to see this kind of continue on with the family. And you gotta read this book. You gotta read these books. You have to read them. They're so good. They're so cute. I reread it last summer in preparation for season 1. Now I'm rereading it in preparation for season 2. I am a Conrad girly until the end. This one was in my last month's TBR, Fuel the Fire by Kristen Becker Ritchie. I just got so caught up and busy that I didn't really read, I felt too much last month, that at least not towards the end. So I started this towards the end, and even July 9th, I've been reading this book for 2.5 weeks. But because I've just been busy and trying to film that video while I'm reading The Summer I Turned Pretty again, I just haven't really got that far into it. This continues with Rose and Connor. I'm about that way through, so I think I'm on chapter I'm on chapter 16, so only on page 145, but I do want to finish that one this month. And continuing with that series, I do want to read Long Way Down. After this, I only have Some Kind of Perfects and then The Bad Reputation duet. This one is the last actual book, and then Some Kind of Perfect I know is the wrap up one with everything, but this one is continuation of Rake and Daisy, so I'm excited for that one. I will start that one as soon as I am done with Field of Fire. Another one that I want to read this month is The 5-Star Weekend by Ellen Hildebrand. As you can see, I did start this. I started it at the beach last week. It's just one of those ones that I'm just picking up here and there, but so far I like it. I was only 17 pages in. This one follows Wallace Shaw, and everything seems picture perfect. She's the creator of the popular food blog Hungry with Hollis. She's married to Matthew. He's a dreamy heart surgeon. But after she and Matthew get into a heated argument one snowy morning, he leaves for the airport and he's killed in a car accident. The cracks in Hollis's perfect life, her strained marriage, and her complicated relationship with her daughter Caroline grow deeper. So when Hollis hears about something called a 5-star weekend, one woman organizes a trip for her best friend from each phase of her life. Her teenage years, her 20s, her 30s, and midlife, she decides to host her own 5-star weekend on Nantucket. But her weekend doesn't turn out to be a joyful Hallmark movie. The husband of Hollis's childhood friend Tatum arranges for Hollis's first love, Jack Finnegan, to spend time with them, stirring up old feelings. I heard that this one was amazing, and this was a new release, so this is one that I want to get to this month, but if I don't, I'm not going to be like too upset about it because there are ones that are higher up for me. My July book club read is Float by Kate Mercant, so this one will be with my friends, and then this video will be out sometime in August. Again, another version of what is going to be happening with 28 Summers, where we have a very open discussion, talk all about the book. So in next month's wrap up, I will not give too much of a review on this one. But this one follows Avery, and she's caught in the middle of her parents' divorce this summer. The battle rages over who she'll spend the vacation with, and when her options are shot down, she doesn't get to go to Alaska, but instead she has to go to Florida and stay with her aunt. And so she comes from the north, and the beach culture is just not what she's used to. So the sun must be her mortal enemy, and her vibe is decidedly not chill. To top it off, her ability to swim is just non-existent. Enter Blake, the hot boy next door. He's charming, he's sweet, and he welcomes her into his circle. And for the very first time in her life, she has friends, a social life, and soon enough she will end up having feelings for Blake. And as the two grow closer, Waverly's fortunes begin to look up, but every summer must come to an end, and letting go is hardest when you found exactly where you belong. So we get to see what happens with her there. I do want to get to Happy Place by Emily Henry this month. I was supposed to get to it last month, but again, I felt like I wasn't reading that much towards the end, but again, I will read it. There's a cottage in Maine that they share with their friend groups, and it's the last summer that they're going to have it. So even though they broke up 5 months ago, they end up going and they're pretending to be together, and that stirs up old feelings, and we get to see what happens with them. So I am excited for that one. Thank you so much for watching my June wrap up and looking at my July TBR. Let's hope that I can get to them. That is a very outrageous TBR. I don't normally read that much, so we'll see what I actually get to next month. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you all next time. Bye!